Hello friends, yeah sisters here. I thought of teaching you robotics instead of art at least once or twice a week. We hope this is a different angle of idea. Comment me if you have any doubts. I am always waiting for your response. This video will be different and unique from other videos. I would like you to watch the video completely if possible, and a very thank you for all to make me reach 36 subscribers. Thank you. In this video, we will cover what is a robot, from where does the word robot come, is that assemble, laws of robotics, kismet, other interesting facts, curious facts, star facts. Robotics. What is a robot? The word robot, any man-made machine that can perform work or other actions normally performed by humans either automatically or by remote control. Robots can be made to look like humans or animals, but this is not the case. Industrial robots, for example, do not have a human form at all, but they do the jobs that a human does. Robots can be small, big, or very, very tiny. Curious fact: Metropolis was the first movie that was shown in 1927. Directed by Chris Lang, the story revolves around a magnificent man-made machine with a human form. Well, let me say what is a robot. The word robot means any man-made machine. You can even take a toy. For example, you can even take a toy of yours. It's also, if it's a talking and walking and kind of that toy, it means it's also a robot. But not always the toys are robots, because robots are our slaves. Robots are our slaves. So it doesn't mean your toy is a slave for you, but it's also a kind of robot. You can think in that way. And how would we control our robot? You control your car with remote controller, right? Or sometimes if you talk to your toy, it may work on its own. That's automatic. And if you control it by a remote, it's a remote controller. So, this is what we learned in the first paragraph. Getting to the second paragraph, robots can be made to look like humans. It may be like a human with face, body, hands and legs. Or sometimes it may be like a dog with 4 legs. But this is not the case. Industrial robots, for example, do not have a human form at all. For example, this seems like there's a head, body, hand, legs, but do this robot have the same? It's a square-shaped part, so this doesn't mean it's a human kind of robot. It's a machine kind of robot. So this is an industrial robot. We can keep it in 2 categories. So, the industrial robots do not have a human form at all. They may be like this. But it does the work what a human does. That's the positive point here. Now, robots can be like small, they may be big, they may be or very, very tiny. It doesn't matter at all. Robots can be of any size. Curious fact of the day. Let's check out. Metropolis. You get to underline the word Metropolis. It was the first movie. So Metropolis is a movie which was shown in 1927. Directed by Chris Lang. The story revolves around a magnificent man-made machine with a human form. What is a magnificent machine with a human form? It's a robot. So, Metropolis was the first movie in 1927, you're gonna think. It's a movie. Okay? You just read all the parts now, then we are getting to a new topic. Okay, let's move on. From where does the word robot come? Most of you may having this small doubt which is unsolved for you. It may be solved or unsolved. But the reason is robots. I have said you before, robots are actually human slaves. We have to work according to what the master says. So, robots is a Dutch word which means slave. Am I right? Well, the word is the brainchild of Czech playwright, novelist, and journalist Karel Čapek. This person is known as Karel Čapek, who introduced it in his 1921 hit play Roar. 1921. We learned that Metropolis was done in 1927. This is 1921 before that itself. So something little bit great. Hit play or Rosium Universal. Roar, first R belongs to Rosium and second U belongs to Universal, and again another R comes to Robot. And this is a scene from Rosium Universal Robot. You can see this person is a robot, this person is a robot, and there are lots of robots. Right? Get to read this, I'll come back. Okay friends, let's move on. The word robotics first appears in the Isaac Asimov science fiction story. So long ago, there wasn't movie at all. But you can see here the date 1942. We learned that 1927 for Metropolis and 1921 was the story over here. The robot, meaning here it's robotics, right? And in the fiction story run around. In science fiction story here is that Asimov. So now along with Asimov's later robot stories, it set a new standard of plausibility about the likely difficulty of developing intelligent robots and the technical and social difficult problems that might present. Runaround is also contained as the most famous 3 laws of robotics. Let me tell you, there are 3 laws of robotics. There are 3 laws of robotics. Here are the 3 laws. 1, 2, and 3. Let me erase all so you can see properly. So, what can you see a robot is doing with its side? What has a robot to do with inside? A robot may not injure a human being or through interaction allow a human being to come to harm. The robot will protect from others a human being. Right? So, this is the first law. The second law comprises of what a human says the robot must do. A robot must obey the orders given by the human, except where such orders would conflict within the first law. If a human says to do any harm for another human, the robot shouldn't accept it. But when there is no harm to another person, the robot can obey the orders which the master says or a human says. The third law is the robot must protect itself. It should protect others. At the same time, it should protect itself. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such a protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Kismet. It's child's favorite. It's even my favorite. Why is it child's favorite? Why is it my favorite? Let's learn. Kismet is a robot that has been developed in MIT. This robot is designed to behave in the same way a small child does. The reason why small child like Kismet is because it behaves the same way a small child does. A small child will just laugh, Kismet also laughs. When a small child cries, Kismet also will cry. It's a kind behavior of a small child. It can recognize and respond accordingly. Underline. If we smile, Kismet also will smile. If we cry, maybe Kismet will also shrink his eyes and start crying. Even I don't know the proper meaning for it can recognize and respond accordingly. Right? Well, Kismet has the appearance of something young and cute and reacts to its events. Something young and cute. Kismet is always very young and it's very cute. And it can react to events. Events is what it does. Okay? Hey, look, there's a star fact for us. In 1938, so we have crossed 1927, 1921, 1942, and now it's before this, and after this. Okay, Claude Shannon invented an electromechanical mouse. Isn't it interesting to have a mouse as a robot? So the same thing, this person, Claude Shannon, has thought of trying with a mouse and had done an electromechanical mouse. I'm not sure if I can draw the mouse like that, but okay. So he invented this electromechanical mouse which has the capacity to find its way to a particular point in a maze. So if you give up with a maze and allow the mouse to enter, it can just find its way and stand on a particular point. And here's an important thing which you have to get to underline. By trial and error method. Okay? By using trial and error method, it just finds its way. Question time! We have finished our session and now it's time for questions. Who was the director of Metropolis? What is the Z word for robot? It's not what is the Z word. We haven't learned yet the Z word for robot. You can write what is the meaning. Okay, what is the full form of RER? Isaac Asimov's science fiction story was the name. How many laws did Isaac Asimov have? I think 4. Can you write me in the comments and help me think of the answer? Kismet is a robot developed in Claude Shannon invented Dash. Metropolis was the first movie of robots in the year Dash. Rosium Universal Robots was hit play in the year Dash. Who invented Rosium Universal Robots? Dear friends, let us see how many of you answer for my questions. You can answer as many questions as you can. Okay? Try your best and all the best from your sisters. For example, if you know the first question, 6th question and 10th question, and you don't know the others, just leave those, cut out. And just write first question, this is the answer. 6th question, this is the answer. 10th question, this is the answer. And give your comment. Who gets the right answer will be the winner for this class. And sure, something I wanted to say, the first 3 comments will be the winners. And thank you friends, all the best for the questions and bye.